Okay everybody, today I'm going to talk about insurance, homeowners insurance. Now this is an essential step to the home buying process that a lot of agents and buyers don't really concern themselves with until the week of closing. Now this is something that you should take seriously because a lot of lenders, when they give financing to a buyer to purchase a home, the only way that they could give money to that buyer is to make sure that the home or their asset is secure. And the only way to do that is to get homeowners insurance. Now typically the way it works is the buyer will contact an insurance agent to get an insurance quote. They'll ask for the property address and then they'll ask questions about the property. Is it under an alarm? Does it have a security system? Are there fire alarms on the property? Where's the closest fire hydrant? Is it wood frame? Is it block, stucco? All these things are really essential and important to finding a quote for the property to tell the buyer how much their annual premium will be. Now a lot of times if the home is older than 20 years old, I always recommend you use an insurance rider. Now an insurance rider to the contracts basically stipulates that if the buyer purchases a home and they find out that their homeowner's insurance is going to be more than they can afford, they have the right to cancel the contract and get their escrow deposit back. There's also even a place on the insurance rider that says that if the home that they're purchasing is in a floodplain, that they can actually cancel and get their escrow deposit back as well. Because in these cases, the insurance premium will go way up and it may knock off the ratios where the buyer can no longer afford their mortgage payment and their ridiculously high insurance premium. Now, if a buyer purchases a home, say the home was built in 1940, a lot of times they're going to have to pass what's called a 4-point inspection. They send somebody out there to make sure that the 4 points are covered. Now these 4 points are HVAC system, heating and cooling for the home, plumbing, electrical, and roof. Now what the insurance company is looking for to see if there was any improvements made upon these 4 parts of the home anytime in recent improvements that were made. If they determine that there aren't any recent improvements, sometimes homes have polybutylene plumbing, they have iron, they have aluminum electrical. The whole home could be wood frame. It could be, a hotbed for termites. Who knows? There's a lot of things that come into play. But if it doesn't pass a 4-point inspection, then what's going to happen is they may not get approved for insurance. And if they're not covered, then what happens is the lender won't give them financing to purchase a home. And then it just becomes a frantic situation at the day of closing when the buyer's ready to close, the seller's ready to move on, and now we have a problem because the buyer can't get insured. So it is a big deal. Please don't wait till the last minute to figure something like this out. And in the future, make sure you use that insurance rider if you need to. So there you have it. Just a little bit of information about homeowners insurance and how it can affect the purchase for a buyer. If you guys have a similar story or a situation that happened to you in the past where it kind of ruined a closing or you had a close call, please give us some feedback below so we can talk about that in our next segment. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to our channel, follow, and leave any comments below. Until then, we'll see you next time.